Five countries with the most landmines. Number 5. Iraq. Landmine count, 10 million. Iraq is severely affected by mines and unexploded ordnance, UXO, as a result of the 1991 Gulf War, the 1980–1988 Iraq–Iran War, 2 decades of internal conflict, and even World War II. Landmines and UXO pose a problem in the north, along the Iran-Iraq border, and throughout the central and southern regions of the country. The number of mines planted in Iraq is not known, but it is estimated by the United Nations to be at least 10 million. A recently completed landmine impact survey confirmed that all 25 districts in the 3 provinces, governorates, comprising northern Iraq are mine-affected, and 3,444 distinct areas suspected of mine and/or UXO contamination affect over 148,000 families, more than 1 in 5, living in 1,096 mine-affected communities. Number 4. Afghanistan. Landmine count, 10 million. Afghanistan has suffered greatly from war since 1978, and all sides to the various armed conflicts have used anti-personnel mines, particularly Soviet forces and the Afghan government from 1979 to 1992. Landmines have been planted indiscriminately over most of the country. Agricultural farms, grazing areas, irrigation canals, residential areas, roads and footpaths, both in urban and rural areas, are contaminated. Mines are a major obstacle to repatriation, relief, rehabilitation and development activities. Landmines kill or maim an estimated 10 to 12 people each day in Afghanistan. It is believed that almost 50% of landmine victims die due to lack of medical facilities. Number 3. Angola. Landmine count, 10 to 20 million. Estimates of the number of Angolan landmines range between 10 and 20 million, which equates to at least 1 to 2 landmines for every person in the country. UN estimates put the number of Angolan amputees resulting from the silent killers at 70,000. For 3 decades mines were scattered in Angola's fields, villages, roads, and other unexpected places to intimidate, maim and kill innocent victims. Landmines have a devastating effect upon the environment by restricting the movement of people, deterring farming, disrupting economies, and killing and mutilating many innocent men, women, and children. In 1993 a UN General Resolution moratorium on the sale and export of anti-personnel landmines was passed. However, international consensus has yet to be achieved and Angola's problem continues unabated. Number 2. Iran. Landmine count, 16 million. Landmine and unexploded ordnance, UXO, contamination in west and southwest Iran, particularly the provinces of Kurdistan, western Azerbaijan, Khuzestan, and Kermanshah, results from the 1980 to 1988 Iran-Iraq conflict. Government officials claim that Iraq planted some 16 million landmines in Iran during the 1980s, contaminating an area of over 42,000 square kilometers. Landmines and UXO are reported to have severely limited agricultural production in the 5 provinces along the Iraqi border. They also compromise exploitation of oil fields. Mine and UXO contamination has affected historical sites and hindered archaeological studies in southwest Iran. Number 1. Egypt. Landmine count, 23 million. World War II and the Egypt-Israel Wars of 1956, 1967, and 1973 have left Egypt a mine-affected country. Egypt often cites a figure of 23 million landmines buried in the country. Egypt's problem stems from the fact that its landmines are old and hard to locate and were designed for use against tanks, whereas international criticism is generally focused on anti-personnel mines. According to the Ministry of Defense, mines have hampered human and economic development and have killed and injured thousands of civilians. 7 million mines have been cleared from the Western Desert in the past 15 years and 3 million from the Sinai Desert. The nomadic people refer to waste tracts of desert minefields as the Devil's Garden.